Hey, welcome back guys to Foxshot update number 35. So let's go check out on what is new on the server. Right now we are near Warp Baltimore, and this is actually Meeper's Baltimore shop. So I'm going to check out this warp first. So we have a couple of trains here, locomotives, looks to be Amtrak. Not quite sure what this is exactly is. Nope, pantograph on top. And then we have the Amtrak shunter, and I'm going to leave chat on so you guys can see all the players. And there is an ACS 64, and here's the interior of the shop. Sorry if the shaders make it a little darker than it actually is in-game. And this is what it looks like. Pretty nice shop. I think one of the most completed shops on Foxshot. And there's a lot of crates around. I don't know what to call these things, these scissor lifts. We even have, oh, this shader is actually acting pretty weird here. I don't know why, but there is a GE Genesis or P32 or P40 or P the other one. I don't know. There's an Amtrak coach over here as well. And it looks to be like a cab control car here. Very nice design. And if we go in the back of the shop, I don't know. There's no doors open, so we're going to have to fly through. There's actually a turntable in the back. And Meeper says this is based off like Junita shops, Junita Altoona shops, and that is the turntable. And he also has another warp, so he's basing this off of upstate New York. There's an area up there that he goes to, and this is actually based on real life. So let me try to render everything right. So it's at Warp Railset if you guys want to check it out in the game. And if you want to check out the server in general, go check out the description down below for the IP. We are on 1.15, so if you are 1.16, you'll have to downgrade to actually load this. So we have one of these Erie locomotives. It's the 833. And then there appears to be some coaches right here in the back. Nice vegetation. There's also looks to be some kind of tower. Maybe it's for sanding. That's what I think it is. And there is a little curve here. I don't think it goes anywhere though. Yeah, it just ends up here. So this is like a nice cool set. And there's also another locomotive. I believe this is like an Alco. Let's go to Warp Train. So what I did for Train World, I actually reorganized Train because it's actually kind of old. So not like there's a lot of inactive players that don't play anymore. And they took up a lot of space, so we just organized their area together. Actually, I did that. I did like everything. It took a really long time. So you can see all the different names. You got GSE, Kabi, Mello, etc. Some like question mark signs for like various people. They all share this one track. And then FaZe, he actually took a lot of the train world. So that he has, even if we cram up all these trains together, he still has a lot of tracks, so you can see just how many trains are on the server. It's quite insane. It goes back far a bit, maybe like 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers. But yeah, he has a whole area for himself. Got Subby, Diamond, Daylight, Quill, and this is Will. And this should be Toyo. And then we have Pink Ant, Creeper, Alex, Evo still plays, but he has like another area. These are just like his old trains. And then Elixir right here, as well as some narrow gauge trains. I made this area shorter, and well, I combined FaZe's monorail trains up in here. And then we have a lot of new space here near the warp train. So if you guys are watching this on Foxshot in your builder, you know, you can bring your trains over here to fill up all the new area near spawn. Let's go to also Warp Train 2. And this is where Mighty Mo, he wants to show off his trains, as well as Spicy Spider. But first, let's check out Mighty Mo. So he has a lot of Union Pacific stuff. I think that's his favorite railroad. And there is a ton of that. So you can see all the rolling stock. A lot of coaches. A ton of Union Pacific locomotives, as you can see. There's quite a lot of variety. And he also has a rolling stock with the center beam flat cars. And even the Union Pacific, they're 844, the steam engines, probably Big Boy and Challenger here. Very nice. He also has a little bit on this side. And what exactly is this? The Santa Fe. the 5021. I don't know what that is. Steam locomotive, as well as some other Santa Fe. Santa Fe is probably also his favorite. One of his favorite railroads. We even have these very detailed box cars. These look very nice. Some more box cars, a lot of different types of them. And that's the end of the track. Here on the other side are a couple of coaches. And let's go back in the front. I think he might have also some trains on the other side. Yeah, he has these trains as well. Southern Pacific. I don't know what this is. This is a Great Northern. Never heard of that. Amtrak F40. So some Amtrak stuff is here as well. So he has a ton of trains and even some Canadian ones. California, the Cascades, etc. This is his Amtrak Charger. Alright, so if we go further back, let's go back and we'll see what else is there. Oh, he also has more track over here. So it's been a while since we reviewed Warp Train. Look, there's a ton of trains here. Got Metrolink as well. Alright, so if we go onto, this is actually Warp Train 2, so on this side, this is actually where he has some narrow gauge trains as well, a lot of steam engines. That goes on for quite a bit, even some rolling stock with some cabooses, and even snow, I don't know what to call it, rotary snowplow? Yeah, Rio Grande, probably, Rio Grande, rotary snowplow. What is this exactly? Looks to be like a maintenance vehicle. It's a spreader. Maybe to spread the ballast. Some more rolling stock here. A lot of hoppers. And right over here, Spicy wanted to show off his train. So he only has like 2 trains for this update video. So he has the UP844 as well as the Union Pacific Big Boy. So there's only 2 trains so far. Alright, so this is Warp Juno Yard. It's a new yard by Glaz, Mighty Mo, and Seb. As well as some other people. They have like a couple of locomotives. But this is actually a new rail yard. I believe it's based in Alaska. So you'll see some Alaskan trains here. As well as Canadian National. A lot of these trains, as you can see, very nice. We even have, I don't know what to call this, like a sideways turntable. And the interior of this, let's see, there's nothing so far, but there will probably be an interior eventually. So this is just the beginning. And here we have some locomotives, and right over there we have the Alaskan Railroad, I believe that's what's called. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's the Alaskan Railroad. We even have coal hoppers and some tanker cars, as well as these cars in the middle. I forgot what they're called. Maybe they're carrying logs and like timber, lumber. Canadian National again. And then we have this area here, some more shops, as well as this thing, probably for sanding, I think. Oh yeah, this is like a refueling station. That's pretty cool. See on Foxshot, you could refill your engines right over here, and you don't really see that many videos of trains refueling on YouTube. And here's the inside of his shop, and it's very nice. Got a couple locomotives here. Got a nice scaffolding, and their lights are like the end rods. If you turn off the shitter, it probably looks a lot better though. And there's like a little crane up there with a winch. So if we get out of this building, got some cars going to the building as well. I wonder what they're doing there. If we go on to this side, right over here, here's what that looks like. So it's a nice project, and you can see they're planning out the rail. It's all connecting right over there. Yeah, right over here, I just googled it. It's called a transfer table. So this thing is actually a lot bigger than the other one. And we got a locomotive in the shop. So this is actually probably where the GE plant is. I asked Glass to make me a GE plant manufacturing locomotives. And here is Delta's Chicago City. So he's building like miniature cities in Minecraft. Reminds me a lot of like the Lego architecture series. So there's what that looks like. A very nice city. And right here is Warp, Ohio. So this is actually based on Ohio, the U.S. state, and it's being built by Delta and maybe others, but Delta's like the person in charge of this. So it's a nice, I don't know what to call this, rural or suburban town based on Ohio. There's a couple shops here. Don't know what that exactly is for though. Looks to be empty though. And here's like a empty parking lot, some kind of shop. There appears to be a railroad that's gonna run around using an overpass. Here's like a road train. I don't know, can you call it a road train if there's only 2 cars? And right over here, some more, I guess like it feels industrial to me. So it's a nice town. You can see right here there's some warehouses as well as a CSX train. So it's actually a pretty nice set if they do complete it. I guess that's probably Delta's train design. Here's what that looks like. CSX, we have 2 locomotives and they're carrying a couple of tanker cars. Alright, so here is Glaz's area in Warp Train. As you can see, there's a lot of locomotives. Here we have Steam, Siemens, so he actually organized it by manufacturer, General Electric, and this is EMD. So here is actually from Iowa, so he has like the IAIS locomotive. Iowa Interstate, GE ES44AC. We got Union Pacific, Canadian National, Union Pacific again. So he has a lot of detail, which I do like in his builds, and he has his own unique style. A couple more locomotives. Apparently that has an X on it. These have pluses. I don't know why. BNSF. I forgot what this is called. Like some kind of Canadian one. British Columbia or something like that. And then we have CSX, Canadian National, and Union Pacific at the back. So that's his flag. And here is what his charger looks like. And what locomotive is this? It's a USRA, Baltimore and Ohio. Very cool. And if we go right next door, this is actually Chris Keys' area. He also wanted to be featured, so there's him. So he is, I guess, a relatively new builder in Foxshot. So he does like SEPTA a lot. So here is SEPTA Silverliner 5. It says like single unit. I'm not sure what that means, but there's what that looks like. Or maybe it means like not entire train. So here, this must be the rest of it, as well as some other SEPTA trains probably. So I think he is from Pennsylvania, or at least like lives there. And then we have, what is this, SEPTA M4, the L car. And he does like to add in these third rail connectors, I don't know what to call them. And then we have New Jersey Transit Arrow 3 single unit. So some New Jersey stuff, another New Jersey Transit LP 46, and then we have the PAF PA5, which is also in New Jersey, and a New Jersey Transit Riverline Stadler GTW-DMU, so diesel multiple unit. So it's basically like Pennsylvania and New Jersey, mainly there. Alright, so this is Swippy's 10:1 scale ES64F. Now it's from Europe, and it's quite a large locomotive. I think it is Deutsche Bahn since it's probably their livery. Here's what it looks like from the side. You can see there's also a detail underneath it. Very detailed in this thing. It's incredibly huge. You can see the bogies inside, the plow, even like a step up here. And here is what the front looks like. I wonder if you can call it the front since this is like double-sided. Is there even a front? Here's the interior. There's some controls in there. Let's look at that. Couple of seats here, and like this is what the back of the cab looks like on the side. Very, very well detailed. Probably from like a train simulator. It feels like a train simulator if it was Minecraft. And here's what the roof looks like with the pantograph folded down on both ends. The amount of detail is insane. And here's the rest of the roof. Alright, so here is John Frankfurt. These are his big 3:1 scale trains. So they are from California, I believe. We got a lot of Amtrak here. So there's no signs here, so I guess I have to go by hand. So here's one of his GE Genesis still in the works, as well as these Superliners. So these are probably like Amtrak California. What is this train? This looks to be like a custom BNSF charger. And this train goes for quite a while. We even have the, what is this, like a half locomotive? Well, one side looks to be the new livery. I forgot what it's called. Maybe it's for Coaster, and the other side's for Mark. And we have another Mark charger. So maybe he's just changing this Mark charger to make it into the Coaster. Then I don't know what this is. It's like a brown charger. And then here we have the Amtrak California charger. I guess the regular charger for Amtrak. And then another regular charger. And if we go over here, there are some also freight locomotives. So we got two BNSF ones. There's what that looks like, as well as some rolling stocks. All right, so here is a status report on Longview so far. So right now, the Wendy's has been completed. And we probably need some cars in these parking lots. But this is by Anna. Looks very nice. A nice modern Wendy's. Wendy's is probably my favorite fast food chain. And if we go down this road, Montez is working on the police station. I have like the police cars here. And this is based on the Flushing one in New York City. And right over here, this is what I'm working on. I'm working on like a condominium right here. Because we do need some more buildings to Longview to fill up all these green spaces. So if you are interested in becoming a builder, come on, check out the server. And if we go further down the road, this is post office I've been working on as well with Jake. And here's what that looks like. It's a very large post office. It actually has its own Wikipedia page in real life. And in the back, this is where the vans are going to be. So if we go further down the road, here's what the Best Buy looks like so far by Mr. Sweet. We have a couple of cars in the lot. Not that many, but probably in the future we'll have a lot more. And here is Kew Garden. So this is a Long Island Railroad station that I was working on in the stream with Jake and also Mr. Sweet. He helped make this building. And yeah, here's what it looks like so far. So this is like Jake's local station. And hopefully we're going to finish up the station soon. But Jake, he actually lives here, so he wants to like get everything perfect. Alright, so here is the new spawn area. It says, welcome to Foxshot server. If you want to build, follow the holograms. Otherwise, write warps if you're just here to look around. And this is a totally new spawn, so you have to like read each step. If you want to become a builder here on Foxshot, you have to read everything and just follow this path. And try not to like fly all the way up. Just try to stay low to the ground because there are some barriers. And this is pretty much going to tell you how to do the trial and everything to become a builder. And this is what it looks like. It's sort of like a maze. And the reason why I like changed up the spawn area and made it a maze is because too many people, they log on Foxshot and they just like fly out of the spawn and they don't read any signs. So I'm going to make it like harder for them to get out of there and like force them to read the signs, because they always ask me like how to become a builder, even though it just says it in the spawn, so they completely ignore that. Alright, so here is Weston. Evo wanted to show off his Weston station platform that I guess is new. There's a little light rail there. So here is the station. So yeah, this is probably the entrance right here. Whoa, I'm lagging quite a bit now. I don't know why. But here's what the platform looks like. Sorry, the shaders make it a little dark. But it looks to be a terminal station because there's a bunch of dead ends here. But one track goes all the way across. Here's what the platform looks like. Very nice design. I wonder if they have garbage cans though. Oh, they do, right over here. Put your trash in there. Alright, so here is warp spawn, different from the regular spawn. So this is where we have our builder globe, and I guess we'll just like look at it. We'll look at it every once in a while to see like all the different players. So here's what it looks like so far. As you can see, probably filled up a lot more than last time. The United States is getting quite packed. Why is Mickey Mouse here? Why is there a Mickey Mouse? He does not exist on Foxshot. Sorry, Disney. And what is this Titanic? Get rid of this Titanic. We don't need that. What? You're just like, someone is adding just like random skulls for every single sunken ship. I don't know. They're not supposed to be doing that. It's only for the players. But here's what Europe looks like. Montez is by himself in Spain, but there is a lot up in here, especially a lot in the UK, and then this middle section. And we also do have some people down there. So here's what the population distribution looks like. And then here is Asia. We have Hisuk right there, and then Right down there are the Australians. We also do have some more trains by Anna. So this is his 3-to-1 scale trains. We have CEFX AC4400. It says LS and I service. I have no idea what that means. But there's what it looks like. There is a lot of detail. I do like how the bogie looks like how it is in real life. And this dragonhead is talking for some reason. Probably the daylight detector. And here's what another one looks like. I believe these two are the same thing. Very nicely detailed. Very cool. And here is Canadian National. I think it's a C44-9WL. That's probably because Anna just told me two different locomotives. This must be the other one. And on Foxshot, we did have a Halloween contest hosted by Hyper. So here are the completed ones entries so far. So here is MCCDD 101. So he made this haunted mansion. And I turned the shaders down so you can see in the dark where it's supposed to be looking like in Halloween. Very scary. I hope you guys had a nice Halloween. And even like a creepy train whistle. Here's like some cooking stew here with some pickles, sea pickles right there. And the other entry that was finished, this is Mellow. And he just has like a road and a railroad as well as a bunch of dead trees. It's all closed off. And then someone made over here, this is apparently supposed to be like a haunted White House. So I don't know, it's just like orange inside. Is there even anything inside there? Nope, there's just like glass inside. And then here is another entry. So someone made creepy forest as well as a path. It looks a lot better with shaders on in nighttime. A lot of lamps here, and this is supposed to be some kind of a haunted mansion, I guess. And here's what it looks like with the moon in the background. I wish he did like more stuff in the back though, because this part looks a lot empty. And by the way, we have a new website called foxshot.fandom.com, so it's kind of like a wiki page, and you can read up all the information on Foxshot. Maybe you can read up on history as well, the different ranks. I don't know, it's pretty cool to have that information up there, so if you guys are interested, go check it out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Foxshot update number 35. I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you want to be added to this builder globe and become a builder here on Foxshot, help out the server, build some stuff, you can just go to our server IP address in the description down below. We are on 1.15, so if you're on 1.16, you have to downgrade, which isn't that hard actually, but a lot of people, they don't care. And when you come on the server, make sure you read the signs and the holograms right at the spawn area. That should tell you everything how to become a builder. But anyways, hit that like button down below if you want to support the channel, and if you want to see future Foxshot updates, because that is an indicator. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.